When that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
8 read.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, 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 check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 13.
Ready.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Justice. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. From the gun, Justice. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
64,
Here's second and 8. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
This is pass complete to number 80.
Boom!
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Check it out, Reed.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now. 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Go.
Off the play fake. Justice. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Match box right.
Operating from the gun. Justice. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Corey Vedvik now set to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Nifty move by Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Ready. 60 on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Complete to Keenan Allen. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Justice. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Complete to Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Set up, 18 Gator.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Let's go, 8 Reed.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go!
Go get it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for. When you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Down, 30 base. Topper.
On 2nd down. It's Cook, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
6-6. Pull it high.
Pick the edge. Go. Out.
On the ball. Please grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Justice. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Greystone, travel.
On 1st and 10, Justice. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Squeeze.
They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Fair.
Check safety.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Out top. Let's out.
Ready, go.
They run it here with Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready. Send over.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Justice. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Leo, protein spill.
Check the backer.
Hey, wahoo. Go.
On 3rd down, Justice. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and goal at the Vikings 1-yard line.
Ready?
Second and goal from the 1.
Come on.
Snap.
Second and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Jack.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try the left side. Pritchett. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On second down, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
18 Gator.
Good track, good track.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 15 line it. 15 line. Hey, exit.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
To throw on 3rd down. Justice. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed. And Not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A toss play, Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
This pass finds its way to Williams.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You draw quarters.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Okay, break. Hey, Delta.
Check pass. Mike.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
I got you. Check nickel.
To throw from his end zone. Justice. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A gain of 6 there on first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. Looking to throw. Justice. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, lock it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Justice going deep for Diggs. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Detroit. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
61, match box, light. Check.
From the gun, Justice. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Check 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Sam off. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Go. Press down. Press down. Press down.
Both sevens are mine.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw. Justice. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal can get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Wide, get wide. 6 guys, check 6 guys. 2-jet bomber, 2-jet bomber. Switch. Yo, cheetah. Get it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Shift.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Check 31. He's coming. We got this move. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing on 1st down. Justice. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Let's go. Get it.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Demir Bird, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Set. 10-2 stop. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, high 7.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And Walker has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Now.
Looking to throw.
Hey, just me and you.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then hands. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt.